Good morning. This is a recording for group 2. Today we're going to learn about solving rate word problems. Let me ask you guys this question. Do you guys like word problems? I know I did not like them. I remember when I was in school, I used to solve word problems and it was overwhelming only because there's so much to read about. There's like this much and you got to do a whole lot and remember a lot of things here and there. But today I'm going to show you how to make it easier. It used to take me about 10 minutes, maybe even longer to solve it, but now today I'm gonna show you how to it's gonna take you about 2 minutes or less. Only because I learned this strategy and this strategy has helped me out all the way through school. And today I'm gonna share you with that strategy. So first, I'm gonna show you a word problem. And when you look at the word problem, you're gonna only apply one thing, and it's called equivalent fractions. As you can see, you got two fractions, and they're gonna be equivalent. Now, all you have to do is to know how to do this, and I will show you how to do this and apply it to word problems. So our first word problem today is Amon picks 285 apples every 19 minutes. How many apples will he pick in 1,007 minutes? So now when we look at this, when I look at this, I always want to highlight the key, the clues. So the clues are going to be the numbers and the labels. So our first clue is 285 apples. Now I'll explain a little later on why we should keep the labels. So first we got to write 285 apples. Okay. Next, we're going to look for our second clue. It's 19 minutes. Now we're going to write 19 minutes, like the label. And our final clue for this is going to be 1,007 minutes. Now, the 1,007 minutes is going to go on the other side of the equivalent fraction. Okay, so now, as you can see how first sentence, it tells you that how many apples were picked and how long did it take. Notice how the first fraction displays how many apples and how long did it take. And the second fraction tells you how many minutes, but it doesn't tell you how many apples. So we have on this side the amount of time and the total amount of apples. And remember how I say we're going to keep the labels, and this is the only reason why we should keep the labels, is because if we have equivalent fractions, it has to match the labels. So you see 285 apples is equivalent to blank apples, as 19 minutes is equivalent to 1,007 minutes. Now I'm going to show you how we can solve this. Now I'm going to introduce you to diagonal multiplication. See, we got diagonal multiplication, and we take the top number, which is the numerator, and we're going to multiply it diagonally. See, from top to bottom, it's going to be 1,007 minutes. We're going to multiply the numerator on one side, multiply it to the denominator on the other side. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your calculator, you're going to multiply 285 times 1,007. Get my calculator, just one moment. 285 times 1,007. That's going to come out to 286,995. 286,995. So next, with diagonal multiplication, we're going to use division. We're going to take this number and we're going to divide a number that we haven't used yet. We haven't used 19 yet, so we're going to divide it by 19. So you take that big number, you'll divide it by 19, punch in your calculator, and you'll get 15,105. 15,105. Now, when you use diagonal multiplication, you're going to only use two things. You're going to use multiplication, then division. See how I multiply two numbers to each other and I divide it with the number I haven't used yet. That's problem number one. Now, I will do another problem with you momentarily. That anymore. Next, it says Patrick serves 60 clients every 10 minutes. How long would it take to serve 2,220 clients? Okay, now remember, we're gonna highlight the clues here. We got 60 clients. That's our first clue. 60 clients. I'm gonna apply equivalent fractions. The next, 60 clients every 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes. Now remember, with equivalent fractions, keep the labels and then put the first clue as a numerator and your second clue to the denominator. So numerator and denominator. Now our final clue is, how long would it take to serve 2,220 clients? Excuse me. 2,220 clients. The labels must match, so put the numerators at the top. And our denominator, we're going to find that. We're going to find how long it takes to serve this amount of clients. Now we're going to apply diagonal multiplication to solve this to get our answer. And first we use multiplication. You multiply these two numbers with each other, and you will get your 2,220 times 10, and you will get 22,200. Next, divide. We're going to divide a number we haven't used yet, which is going to be 60. So you want to punch that to calculator. 22,200 divided by 60. That's going to come out to 370. 370. That's going to be your answer. So basically, find the clues, apply it to equivalent fractions, and use diagonal multiplication to find your answer. Next one. It's out of the way. Papers. Too big sometimes. Next problem. Oliver types 230 words in 2 minutes. How long would it take to type 690 words? Again, equivalent fractions. Look for our first clue. 230 words. Our next clue, how long did it take? Took him 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Our final clue, it's asking you how long would it take to type 690 words. So we got 690 words, and we got how long it took. So first, with applying the equivalent fractions, you're going to use multiplication or diagonal multiplication. 690 times 2, you want to punch on your calculator if you like. Your answer is going to come out to 1,380. Let's check for clarification. Yep, I got the same answer. 1,380. After we multiply, now we're going to divide the number we haven't used yet. 230. So 1,380 divided by 230. So come out to 6. Number 6. There's the answer. All right, that's how long it takes for him. 6 minutes to type 690 words. Let's erase this and go on to the next problem. Yes, I like to have fun sometimes. All right, last one. A machine fills a bottle at the rate of 1,122 bottles every day, every 33 minutes. How many bottles would be filled in 1,188 minutes? All right. As you were told, or as you remembered, like how I showed you, apply equivalent fraction. Find the clues. 1,122 bottles. For every 33 minutes. Our next clue, or final clue, it's asking us how many bottles will be filled in 1,188. It's a lot of bottles and must be a lot of time. Okay, again, keep the labels, make sure all the labels match before you solve the problem. Because we're looking for how many bottles for this amount of time. You're gonna take your calculator, and with equivalent fractions, you're gonna multiply and use diagonal multiplication. You multiply 1,122 times 1,188, and you're going to get a big number, which I wish was my salary, 1,332,936. 1,332,936. After multiplication, you can use division. Divide the number we haven't used yet, which is 33. You take the big answer, you divide it by 33, and that's going to come out to 40,392. 40,392. The answer. So today I showed you how to apply equivalent fractions to solve word problems, and the next video you'll see me applying the same concept to many other examples as well on Mathletics. Go ahead and take a look at yourself, watch it, and learn from it. And on the other hand, have a good day.